What is going on, guys? It's your boy CJR Sports, and today we're coming back to you with another NFL video. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notifications. I upload tons of videos every single day, and I would hate for you guys to miss the content. Very relevant football content that news breaks every single day. Instead of writing a bunch of articles and you guys reading them, I'm pretty sure you guys would like to listen to a 5 or 6 minute video besides reading a 3 or 4 page article. But guys, let's get right into this video. So the man on your screen, Captain Kirk Cousins, the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. A report came out today that Mike Zimmer did not like Kirk Cousins. And apparently from Ben Leber, a former Vikings linebacker, it showed. Not only on the practice field, but it showed in all aspects of the Minnesota Vikings locker room too. What was said on CBS radios, I think he's going to finally thrive and really thrive in a system and a coach that actually respects him, Leber said. I mean, it's not like I'm not breaking news here that Mike Zimmer did not like Kirk Cousins. And I think that showed in the way that Kirk behaved, in the way that he carried himself. The team was never fully given to him or was never allowed to earn the trust of the team because the head coach, I think, did not like him. That was a top 10 offense last year with a very green first-time offensive coordinator. Where was the defense ranked last year? 31st. The year before that, I think they were ranked 27th, Leber said. So people could rail on Kirk and rail on the offense and say that he can't win or he can't win with this offense. I say total BS. He can win with a crap defense. And we've had that the last 2 seasons. So he couldn't even win with a crap defense. We couldn't stop the run at all, ever. Even those key moments of games, we couldn't stop any 2-minute offense. So to me, the biggest liability of this team has been the defense. All this team has done is play good team defense, finish in the middle teens at the end of the season, and they'll be a playoff bound where they can make some noise. That's what Ben Leber, who, again, is not just a media guy or an analyst looking in. This is a former Minnesota Vikings linebacker who was in the facility and saw all of this transpire, and a linebacker. So he's saying this technically about his side of the ball, his staff, and what he thinks why the Vikings haven't been able to make that step up that we go every year saying, man, the Vikings roster, one of the best and all-around best rosters, but they still are just an average team. And, from someone that was inside the locker room is bashing technically their position and saying they weren't very good. They have a lot of Pro Bowlers and potential Hall of Famers on that defense. You look in the safety realm. One of the best safeties to play the game of football in this generation. He's going to be a Hall of Famer when he's done. Harrison Smith. You look at the cornerback position. They have Andrew Booth now, but a potential Hall of Famer depends how long he's able to play and how good he's able to keep at his high pace. Pat Pete. You look at the defensive line. Delaney Hunter. Everson Griffin. I mean, it's not like they have a bunch of schlubs. Yo, linebacker. Eric Hendricks, Anthony Barr. So there's not a bunch of schlubs on defense, and you're ranked 31st last year. See, that's the reason why Captain Kirk hasn't been able to have a lot of the respect. That's what Leber's saying. That's why he hasn't got a lot of respect. They had a top 10 offense last year. It's not like you don't have weapons. You actually got Irv Smith back. And you get a fully healthy Dalvin Cook back. So, I mean, they're really saying that the Vikings should be not just a middle-of-the-pack team, that the Vikings should be a playoff team, and if this defense is able to play better, that they'll make some noise. So, what does this mean for Kirk Cousins? And I have a lot of thoughts about Kirk Cousins. He reminds me, I'm going to get a lot of hate. But the way that the media views Kirk Cousins, I think it's very similar way the media views Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, 2-time MVP, back-to-back MVP this past 2 seasons. So I think the media's kind of slowly changed. But in the media, it's either that you love Aaron Rodgers or you hate Aaron Rodgers. I think it's the same way with Kirk Cousins. Either you love Kirk Cousins or you hate Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has had some really good receivers in his time. Going from Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, and now Justin Jefferson. He went from Kyle Rudolph to Irv Smith. He has Dalvin Cook in the backfield. He's had some really good weapons. Offensive line, average to probably below average, if I had to say at best, for the Minnesota Vikings offensive line. And not once did we ever say that Kirk Cousins, I don't think he could be borderline top 10, top 12 quarterback. He's just a good average quarterback in the league that has a big arm. That if the defense is able to play middle of the pack, and I agree with everything that Leber said, if the defense just plays middle of the pack and you put the weight onto the offense, and the offense has been able to produce. There was a top 10 offense last year. If the defense is able to play middle of the pack, they're saying that Kirk Cousins in this offense is able to take that another step up. If you're a lot of casual football fans don't understand that a good defense truly does help out the offense. You give them better when an offense starts from the 10-yard line and have to work 90 yards versus starting from the 40-yard line and driving that punt back in, and they're starting from the 35 to 40. That's a massive percentage difference where the offense can be successful versus where it's going to be having to go down the field and then punt or settle for a field goal. It opens up your playbook so much more when you start from the 30 or 25 on versus the 20 back. It opens up your playbook. Because now I'm fighting, okay, I can't take a sack back here. If not, this drive's over. I'm going to have to hand the ball off or run screens and punt my drives over. But if I take a sack on the 40-yard line, it's a little different. I still have an entire field where I can work with. And let's just say, broken play, I get sacked again. I'm not taking a safety back there. So there's so much that has to go into how a quarterback thinks and how a play caller is supposed to think about the game. Last thing I'm going to say before this video is over, Kirk Cousins is an above-average quarterback. I think he gets a lot of flack for the stuff he takes. Justin Jefferson is a fantastic receiver, as is, but you got to remember the one throwing him the ball. He was able to make Adam Thielen the kind of player that he is now. Every receiver that he's really had, it's been pretty damn good. Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, all pretty damn good receivers. But guys, if you enjoyed this type of video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and it's your boy, CJR Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.